Hello and welcome students. In today's class, we will understand RHS congruence rule. RHS congruence rule means right angle hypotenuse side. RHS means right angle hypotenuse side. So, as the name suggests, it is applicable for right angle triangles. It says that if the hypotenuse and one side of a right angle triangle are respectively equal to the hypotenuse and one side of another right triangle, then the triangles are congruent. So, we'll draw the figure and try to understand this. Suppose we are having two right triangles, say ABC, triangle ABC right angled at B, another triangle say DEF right angled at E. So what are the necessary conditions for the two triangles to be congruent under RHS congruence rule? We will try to understand in symbolic form. We can see here that angle B corresponds to angle E because both are 90°. Then hypotenuse AC should be equal to the corresponding hypotenuse DF of triangle DEF, and always keep in mind children, the side opposite to right angle is the hypotenuse of the triangle under consideration. So here AC is hypotenuse for triangle ABC and DF is the hypotenuse of right angle triangle right angled at E. And one more condition which is required for both the triangles under consideration to be congruent under RHS congruence rule is either AB should be equal to DE or BC should be equal to EF. So I am taking BC equals to EF. Okay. So what I can write here? Here angle B equals angle E, each equals 90°. Hypotenuse AC of triangle ABC is equal to hypotenuse DF of triangle DEF, and then side BC of triangle ABC is equal to side EF of triangle DEF. I have represented in symbol form, so I can write triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF under RHS congruence rule. RHS congruence rule, that is right angle in both, then hypotenuse is equal in measurement and one of the sides are equal. So one more possibility for this is, I will draw the another possibility also. Suppose I am having triangle PQR right angled at Q and triangle XYZ right angled at Y, and here both the triangles are again right angle triangle because that is only the basic requirement. So here what I will take, hypotenuse will be equal for RHS, and in place of these two sides I will consider these two sides to be corresponding sides. So here again I can see that angle Q corresponds to angle Y, then hypotenuse PR is equal to hypotenuse XZ and side PQ is equal to side XY. So again I can write here that triangle PQR is congruent to triangle XYZ under RHS congruence rule. So these are the two possibilities for RHS congruence rule. Okay, because basically we can see both the triangles under consideration should be right angled. Okay, then hypotenuse have to be of same length. Either we can consider these two sides or these two sides. So see here children, in example 8 we have given that given below are measurements of some parts of two triangles. Examine whether the two triangles are congruent or not using RHS congruence rule. In case of congruent triangles, write the result in symbolic form. So the two subdivisions they have given, I have drawn the rough figure. It is always easy to answer the questions in pictorial form. So in first part they have given triangle ABC right angled at B and triangle PQR right angled at P, and the two sides they have given here, and then we have to compare here. So see here children, we can see that in triangle ABC angle B is 90 degree and in triangle PQR angle P is 90 degree. Then hypotenuse AC is 8 centimeter and hypotenuse RQ is 8 centimeter. Also AB is 3 centimeter and RP is 3 centimeter. So what we can write here, what we have, angle B is equal to angle P, each equals 90 degree is given to us. Okay, then hypotenuse AC is equal to hypotenuse RQ, each equals 8 centimeter, and side AB is equal to side RP, each equals 3 centimeter. So see here how we have written right angle, then hypotenuse, then side. Okay, so what I will write, triangle ABC is congruent. So A corresponds to R, B corresponds to P, and C corresponds to Q. So triangle ABC is congruent to triangle RPQ under RHS congruence rule, right angle hypotenuse side rule. Now see here in the second figure what they have given here, angle A is equal to angle Q. So here angle A is equal to angle Q, each equals 90 degree. Now if we are seeing the hypotenuse, hypotenuse CB is not equal to hypotenuse RP. Why? Because CB is 9 centimeter and RP is 8 centimeter. So even AC and QP both are equal to 5 centimeter, but still we can see that this particular condition is not being fulfilled. That is, hypotenuse CB is not equal to hypotenuse RP. Therefore, triangles are not congruent under RHS congruence rule. So see here children, in example 9 they have given you that in figure 7.31 DA is perpendicular to AB, means DA is making an angle of 90 degree with AB, and they have given that CB is perpendicular to AB, means CB is making an angle of 90 degree with AB, and also it is given that AC is equal to BD. So they are saying State the three pairs of equal parts in triangle ABC and triangle DAB. Which of the following statements is meaningful? So, two parts are given and they are asking which is meaningful. Before that, we have to write the three pairs of equal parts in triangle ABC and triangle DAB. So, the three equal parts of triangle ABC and triangle DAB. Triangle ABC and triangle DAB. So what it is? In triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degree. So angle B. And in triangle DAB, angle A is 90 degree. So angle B is equal to angle A. Each equals 90 degree is given to us. And then what else is given? It is already given in the question that AC is equal to BD. Okay, hypotenuse AC, because AC is the side opposite to angle B, is always the longest side in right angle triangle, and hypotenuse AC is equal to hypotenuse BD. It is given. And the third side AB, which is common in both. So AB is equal to BA, common in both. So these are the three pairs of equal parts in both the triangles. Now they are asking the two parts, which one is meaningful. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle BAD. So understand it in better way. We'll draw both the triangles separately. So triangle ABC. So here I will draw triangle ABC. It is ABC. It is right angled at B, and this triangle DAB, which is right angled at A, DAB. Now what all things are given here? See here children, angle A is 90 degree and here angle B is 90 degree. Also they have given that AC is equal to BD, and here side AB is equal to BA, is common in both. So we can see here that triangle ABC. See here, I will show you properly that angle A corresponds to angle B. Okay, then side AC corresponds to BD, and then AB is common to this AB. So what I can write? First part, as they have given, triangle ABC. Okay, so is congruent to. So ABC. So ABC, then I will write here triangle BAD. Why? Because see here, angle B corresponds to angle A. Okay, then here A and C in first and third position, B and D, which is equal, they have given AC is equal to BD. So AC with BD, A corresponds to B and C corresponds to D. So first part is meaningful. So first part is meaningful. Now let's discuss about the second part. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD. See here children, by seeing itself we can make out that it is meaningless, because in triangle ABC angle B is 90 degree and in triangle BAD angle A is 90 degree. Here in second position angle B, here angle B. So how we can compare? So it is meaningless. So with this example, RHS congruence rule is over. So I hope students that this video will be very helpful for you all to understand RHS congruence rule very clearly. Still, if you are having any doubts, you can ask in comment section. Thank you very much. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.